The Lake Show is back. As we've seen in free agency, they've been active, of course. They've gotten literally everyone in the old folks' home.
Hey, old guys.
And they look incredible. I'll be honest. They look incredible if this is 2013. However, let's talk about what they look like now. Welcome to Banter Broadcast. I am your host, Ben Holk, and of course, I'm joined with Brandon and Jonathan. And today, we're going to be talking about probably the most popular team in the sport, the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I'm going to pose this question. What do you think about the signings they've made?
Can we start with Russell Westbrook? I know he is the big name that's joining this team, although there are some other significant guys joining. It's Russell Westbrook that's taking this offseason by storm.
What?
Hey, old man. Looks like we'll be fighting each other. Got a little attitude there.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made a huge addition, acquiring one of the most talented and athletically gifted point guards in the NBA in Russell Westbrook. And it's going to be an interesting team to watch. We're going to see very different style of basketball that I've ever probably seen LeBron play, because he's going to show more of his shooting capabilities this season, with Russell Westbrook being such a black hole kind of player that doesn't allow a lot of spacing to be happened on the court because of his lack of ability to shoot consistently. So you're going to see a lot of LeBron shifting his game to fit Russell Westbrook's. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be exciting. When you pair talent with talent, it's going to be fun, and they'll figure out a way to do it. So their upside is through the roof, but they do have a pretty low floor. As you were talking about in the intro, they are very, very out of their prime, most of them, and they are very injury prone. So somebody else take it away from here.
So I think the big thing here is, of course, and I know everyone's probably beaten this dead horse to death.
Stop! He's already dead.
And this topic is spacing. Like I just think this has just been such a beaten down topic to talk about with this Lakers.
That's why they got Melo. That's why they
I
got
know.
Melo.
And listen, you gotta and listen. Like obviously we talk about the big three here with Westbrook, AD, and LeBron. Obviously with those three guys, these are guys that want to play in the paint a lot. I mean, I know AD, all these guys can step out and hit threes or hit mid-rangers. I know that, and so
Is
they
it
can
a
play
Fab
more
Four?
spacing. I don't want to call Melo a fab. Like, what, you're gonna throw Kendrick Nunn as the fourth? 'Cause that's probably like
Probably
most suitable fourth. I don't know. Like, yeah, you can make Melo the fourth, but I mean, he averaged like 14, 15 in Portland right now.
Yeah.
At almost end of his career. Like, it's like calling Shaq. It's like when the Celtics signed Shaq and called that a big five with him and Garnett and Ray Allen and Rondo and Pierce. Like, it's silly. But at the same time, you look at the rest
How
of the
is
pickups.
this team gonna fare on the court?
You look at the pickups. You look at Bazemore, Eldington, Ariza, like I mentioned, Nunn. I mean, they even re-signed Dwight Howard over
guys.
Andre Drummond, which is, I think, a very smart move. They fit the team well. They still have Marc Gasol on roster. They were able to re-sign Taylor Horton-Tucker.
Yep.
I'm sure they can make a move happen to acquire more assets through Dennis Schroeder in a potential sign and trade, possibly, or if not, just letting him walk as well, because that could be another option for them. They have the talent. Now, is it about allowing this team to actually play to its fullest potential? That's going to be wait and see, because you have two ball dominant guys in Westbrook and LeBron. You have AD that, when healthy, he can be great. And then you also got to look at LeBron's health this past year. I mean, Father Time is finally, I think, starting to catch up with LeBron.
Can I be the overly optimistic one here? I'm really excited to see this team, because I feel
it's a dynamic team. Don't get me wrong.
There is
exciting, but it's also
a reason and a place for overly optimism. I feel like this team is going to be in title contention from the moment they step on the floor together. On paper, they look very scary. And if you're surrounding them with the right weapons, there's no reason for this team not to work. It's a LeBron-led team in an incredible Western Conference. We saw what happened last year. The Phoenix Suns got the best of them in the playoffs, but they retooled, readjusted, and they're coming back.
Well,
with
injuries
a
got the
really
best of them last
solid
season.
roster.
Let's call it injuries. I
Yeah.
mean,
Look, this team, I mean, they did the right thing right after getting Russell Westbrook. They get Kendrick Nunn, they get Malik Monk, they get Wayne Ellington, they get all these guys, Trevor Ariza, Carmelo Anthony, guys that can shoot. Because
Yes.
you're looking at it, out of those three that you're talking about, the LeBron, AD, and Westbrook, AD's the best shooter on that three.
Yeah.
They
I don't think those three guys are shooting more than 33% from the 3-point line.
and that's a stretch. That's like, you know, who's the smallest guy, the biggest loser. Like it's not the biggest compliment I can give them. It's going to be interesting to see the spacing, and I think I know everyone's going to beat that one to death, but it's going to see interesting to see the spacing. Do they use Marc Gasol as more of a as more of a guy that they're going to use? Do they go with a guy like Anthony Davis at the 5? What are they going to do to make sure that they're going to get their opportunities to score?
One thing's for sure though is they're gonna experiment a lot. So get ready to see a lot of different looks throughout the regular season until they find what's right, which is always what a LeBron-led team does. You know, they adjust.
They don't care about the season; they just care about the playoffs.
Exactly. So during the season, they're testing it out, seeing what they can do, and for the playoffs, because we know they'll be there this year, they're gonna make some noise. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video of the Banter broadcast. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If we reach this goal of 5,000 subscribers, when we reach this goal of 5,000 subscribers, we are going to be doing a challenge that we are inviting you to join. So if you are watching this video right now, make sure to stay tuned for when we do that, because we are going to do a battle, an 82-0 challenge battle with one of our subscribers for our 5,000 subscriber special. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you next time on the Banter broadcast, and we'll see you later.